Okay, all right. Well, we are recording, and so this is our weekly team huddle, and I just want to welcome you guys to the call, whether you are been on the team for a while or whether you're brand new. I love seeing your faces. I love getting together and just coming together as a team in this way. And if this is your first Zoom, then just know that we are so pumped to have you on the team, and we are just excited for you to be a part of this. These are every Sunday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time, and we do record them, but honestly, I think that there is so much value with being on live. And I know it's a sacrifice. I know it's a Sunday night. I know that as we get closer to, September and school starting and things like that and getting back to work, it's kind of sometimes Sunday nights can be hard. But I think honestly, just carving out the time and prioritizing the time will set you up in a mindset to really be in a great place as you engage, with your business starting tomorrow morning. So this is our last huddle of July, which seems crazy. It is the 28th of July. And like you have heard us say many, many times, this is the beginning of the second 6 months. I love last week when Danielle Glover talked about we have 2 90-day cycles, and we are just finishing really the first 30 days of our first 90-day cycle. And then we'll have a second 90-day cycle. And I hope when you heard that, you are really encouraged to realize how much can happen in 90 days of your business. And then in addition to that, what can happen in 2 full 90-day cycles of this business. So we are also kicking off close week. And like I put in the post, when I said we kind of have a mountain in front of us, we do. Our numbers, they're not bad. They're just not where I know that we can be as a team for how many people are engaged in this team. When I look at our nation as a whole, and then I look at your all's businesses, I think everybody can say, if I said, hey, show of hands if you'd like to see more QV and more sponsoring, I think everybody would say me, right? We all want our numbers a little bit higher than they are right now. And that's okay. It's not a terrible place to be, but I do always want to be honest. I don't want to sugarcoat things, and I don't want to be like, hey, we're, killing it if we're not. But all that is to say is if we've done this before, meaning had great months, had big increases, had strong closes, we can do it again. And here's the thing, since the other times we've done it before, we've added a lot of people. I do want to just encourage you all, or just say congrats on how many people we are adding to this team. I don't know if I love anything more than getting a notification that so-and-so is posting a welcome post to somebody on the team. And whether that is personally happening in your own business or not, or in your own team, I just want you to be encouraged by those posts, and don't use them as a place of comparison. Don't use them as this place of like, oh, I feel bad. Use them as a place of encouragement, of knowing, oh my gosh, if this many people are looking for Arbonne, then I know my next person is right around the corner, and I just need to be faithful to do what I know I need to do with my business. Okay. So with all of this, as we kick off close week, if you haven't yet gotten a chance to watch the video clip that I posted, I think it was yesterday, from Facing the Giants, I'm going to ask you to watch that. And I'm actually going to ask you guys to watch that every day until it really becomes this mantra for you of giving your very best. There was a phrase I heard a couple of years ago. I saw teams in Arbonne make t-shirts, and it was just a phrase that really kept my hand to my business, even on the days I didn't feel like doing things for my business. And the phrase was, because I said I would. And I feel like the phrase, give your very best, can be similar to that, because I said I would. And what does it look like to give your very best in this business? It doesn't mean you give 8 hours a day. It doesn't mean that you stop taking care of your family, or you have to take time off from your job. What it means to give your very best in this business is that every day you do the daily do's. Every day you do the things that you know that you need to do to move your business in the direction that you said at the beginning of the month or the beginning of this year that you were going to move it to. Because you have all set goals at some point. At some point, you have said to your upline, you have sent to me, you have said to someone a goal. You have declared it. And so if you have declared it, if you have written it down, then the question is, are you committed to it? Or did you just declare it? Because there's a big difference between declaring a goal and being committed to a goal. And being committed to a goal requires you to give your very best. It requires you to work from the principle of, because I said I would. Because I said I would, I'm going to get in front of 40 faces. I don't know how, but because I said I would, I'm going to do it. Because I said I would, I'm going to promote to district manager this month, or I'm going to get in call for area this month, or I'm going to be at the new area VP retreat in Florida in November because I said I would. Okay. And these are the crucial times in your business where you start to get really sifted out between, am I going to do what I said that I was going to do, or am I going to just continue to kind of go through the motions and write the goals and kind of say I'm doing the things, but not actually executing those things. And so I love that video clip because I feel like it inspires, it encourages, it challenges, and there's so many little phrases and nuggets in that video where he talks about, like, if you've counted Friday as a loss, we've already lost. If you've counted close night as a loss at this point, then you have actually already lost. If you're like, I can't get to district manager, I can't get to area qual, I can't get my DM bonus. If you decide that right now, and I'm saying this in love, but I'm saying it honestly, then you have decided where you're going to be on Wednesday night at close. And so I'm rallying us, and I'm leading from the front, and I'm doing the most loving thing that I can do as your MVP and as the one that has been entrusted to lead you all, because I don't take this responsibility lightly. You all are not signed up to build an Arbonne business. You're not on the call on the Sunday night because you're not looking to grow a paycheck and change your life. That's why you're here. I understand that sense of responsibility that I've been entrusted with. And so what I need to tell you all is that it requires you to bring your very best, and to bring your very best, and to believe for the things that you can't yet see, and just go do the work anyways, knowing that the harvest comes, knowing that the seeds you plant do produce, knowing all of those things. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to kick us off with tonight. I have a couple announcements before we get into how are we going to close out August, and then actually some announcements for August. So the first announcement that I have is that if you haven't registered for the impact training, you really want to for the early bird, which will end on Wednesday night. And the reason you want to register early, even if you haven't registered yet, is because now you get the free gift, but you also get the opportunity potentially to get recognized. And I think you'll be surprised. Like for me last year, I remember getting an email from Arbonne, and I got recognized, I think, in 4 of the 5 categories that I was even eligible to be recognized in. And I remember thinking the email was like an oops, because I was like, I didn't even know that they were doing like recognition at Impact. And so you might find that the course of work that you've been doing from January or April, whatever the timeline has been for Impact, you might be surprised. Like you might get recognized, but you don't get recognized unless you're an early bird register. Okay. The other reason I'm really going to encourage you to register is because I'm asking you to make a commitment to get to an impact. It's not always convenient to get to trainings. It's not convenient to line up, childcare or take a day off of work or make a financial sacrifice to stay in a hotel and go out for dinner and travel. I get all of that, you guys, but you are a business owner. You are an entrepreneur. And these are the events that build belief. These are the events where you're going to hear a nugget and it could totally transform your business. Like totally transform your business. It's an event where you get to be a part of the culture and the community of Arbonne in a really tangible and real way. And so if you've been on the fence about impact because you're like, it's an 8-hour drive, or it's a 10-hour drive, or it's going to cost, $150 for the weekend, I'm just going to ask you tonight to make the decision to just do it, to get pre-registered, early registration, and then bring your very best to your business, work, make a great paycheck, and you'll be able to cover those expenses with your August paycheck. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is the Hot Potato Challenge winners. Winning team was Alicia's, Renee, and Melissa Bates's team. So all the teams did awesome. I'm so proud of you guys and everything that you did. I'm just proud of you, really. It's like, do we give out participation awards? Yes, we are. We are giving out participation awards because out of the whole team, there was less than 20 of you that said, hey, I'm going to inconvenience my weekend. I'm going to inconvenience my time. I'm going to add a hot potato challenge when I maybe wasn't planning to add a hot potato challenge. And for those of you that participated, I believe that you will see and are already seeing the fruit of that. And so you three gals, I've got a really cute hat I had picked out, and it says Fizz Business on it. It's super cute, and it's hot pink. And so you will be getting that as your gift. And then I did draw the winner. I was a little delayed with getting to this, but I did draw the winner for the June drawing when we had people qualify. If they placed an order, they were going to get the Arbonne product, the Kate Spade earrings, and the Lululemon gift card. So a preferred client in Arkansas won that. She actually is Edie's grandma, which was super fun. So, and she placed the order all on her own, and so that was super fun. She'll be surprised when we let her know that. So just a couple of announcements there. But okay, so we're going to shift gears. We're moving into August. We've got tonight, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. So we actually have a lot of time in the month to close out this month, okay, to close out July. I think I just said close out August. We're not closing out August. We're not even starting August yet. Okay, so a couple things. You guys have heard this since July 1st. Maybe July feels like it's been the longest month in history. Maybe it feels like it's been the quickest month in the year so far. I'm not really sure. But what I am going to tell you is that you want to, if you are not yet a district manager, you absolutely, without a doubt, you want to get to district manager. If you are a district manager, then what I'm going to ask you tonight is, who are you helping? Because in this business, this is not about you just advancing yourself. This is about you as you grow, always saying, who can I help next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Okay? And you grow your paycheck most effectively by growing your width. I was watching a really awesome training this afternoon, and it's something that I know, but sometimes you get reminded of things and you hear it again and you're like, it was almost like this light bulb moment. And she was talking about how we are not limited in the width of our business. And this gal from December of 2018 to May of 2019, do you all want to guess how many people she promoted directly to her in that 6-month window of time? Directly. She promoted 25 people direct. She didn't sponsor 25. She didn't, as a team, promote 25. She personally helped 25 people promote to DM, AM, or RVP. That is incredible. Why do I share that? I share that because when we see that it has been done, it gives proof. And when we have the proof, then it builds the confidence that it's possible for us. Proof leads to possibility and courage. Okay, so you want to get to DM, and you want to get there honestly, like no matter what, because it's been reduced from 6,000 down to 3,500. So you're going to get that paycheck really for doing about 40% of the work or 60% of the work, right? So it's like the promotion has been put on sale. And so if you're $500 or more, and even if you're at a zero, but for sure, if you're in this range of like $500 to $1,000, Getting to 3,500 by the end of Wednesday night is so, like, for me and my experience in Arbonne, it is a no-brainer done deal, okay? And if you're new and you're like, I need 1,500 in sales, how do I do that? Then you talk to your sponsor. If your sponsor can't confidently tell you how to get to get to that 3,500 point, then you say, can we talk to your sponsor? Can we talk to your upline? Can we talk to your area manager? Can we talk to your VP? Because if you are hungry for that number, we can absolutely teach you what that looks like. But don't jump all the way to your VP. Go to your DM. Your DM is probably well able to tell you how to get to that. If they're not, though, then reach out to your area manager. And the same thing in your all's business is you look down into your team. If you have somebody sitting at 800 or 1,200 QV, you reach out and you say, hey, I know you could totally do this. Let's lock arms over the next 3 days. And this is what we're going to do. You get in front of people with overviews. You get them one-on-one appointments. You demo some products to them. You drop them off. You let people come over. You do a smoothie bar. You do, makeup and mimosas. You do masks and margaritas. You do whatever you need to do to get to that number, okay? One, it builds the muscle of finishing well, because there is nothing that will kill your business quicker or keep you stuck longer than next month in your business. And next month in your business is, next month when life's not so busy, next month when we haven't been on vacation for 21 days, next month when we're moved, next month when we're in the routine, next month when we're whatever. Next month in your business kills momentum in every way, shape, and form. And next month in your business will keep you exactly where you are, and nothing honestly will change. Next month doesn't change anything. It changes tonight and tomorrow when you decide to go do the things that you need to do for your business, okay? So we bring everything out to the best possible conclusion. So one of the things that we focused on in June, and then I think a lot of us were carrying into in July, were the daily do's, were the daily reach outs, we've been asking and planting a lot of seeds, and we might be feeling like, there's not a lot of harvest yet. But these next several days are the time you circle back with people. And here's the thing, you make recommendations. Can I recommend to you that I get you started on the 30 days to healthy living? Can I recommend to you that we get you on a skincare set? Can I recommend to you that I get you some makeup to start with? And you recommend to them what you believe is a best fit for them. Not, hey, would you like to get something? They're going to be like, no, thanks, it was great, I love the sample. But you make a recommendation, you give a suggestion, you help lead them to a conclusion. And if they're in process about the business, what you need to spend the next 24 hours finding out is what questions do they need answered in order to be a yes. And if they don't have any questions, then get them signed up with a $49 account. Like I tell people all the time, I wouldn't have offered this business to you. I wouldn't have reached out to share this information with you if I didn't want you doing this business with me. Because I think you're incredible, because I know what this business can offer you. I know how it can change your life and your health. So if you don't have anything that's keeping you from saying yes, then just say yes, because I want you to do this with me, and I know the benefits that it can bring to you, and there's no risk. So just say yes, right? Like we want to be leading them to that conclusion. So just take everything out to its best possible conclusion. If you have people that are on 30 days to healthy living, find out what they need to reorder. Find out who they can recommend you or refer you to, because we have our next group. It's not starting till August 5th. So we have a good bit of time this week to use 30-day fit kits to help close out our month strong. Who maybe did a 30 days to healthy living with you in January, and then they kind of just, fell off the wagon, or they just only bought the fizz. And those are great people to go back and say, hey, I so loved when you did the program with us in January, and I'm just looking for, 5 or 10 people that I can personally help again as we get kind of out of the slump of summer and kind of get back into routine. Would you like to do another 30 days? Some of your people just need to be asked and invited, would you like to do another 30 days with me? And then if they say sure, or yes, or gosh, I so need it, but I'm afraid, then you say, let's do this. And then you say, do you have 2 friends that we can send a quick video to or get on a call to, let them know what you're doing, and let's invite them to be a part of it with you too. And you could turn that 1 30 Days to Healthy Living sale into 3, and now you've moved your QV from 317 to 1,000. Okay, so this is what we're talking about when we're wanting to take everything out to its best possible conclusion. Okay, Wednesday night is also going to be the end of our sponsoring challenge, where you can get the flip-flops, the visor, and the other thing the tank top, I think. So just look back at your numbers, kind of see where you're at, and again, challenge yourself. Do I think that flip-flops or a visor are going to be like the be-all end-all of you building your business? No. But every time Arbonne ever put out an incentive, anytime Arbonne ever put out something I could earn or go for, I did it, not because I wanted the gift, but because I knew by going for the gift or going for the incentive or the prize, it was growing my business, which in turn is growing my paycheck, which is growing my choices and our lifestyle. Okay? I'm not giving you all the option to win a visor or a flip-flop because I think that's actually what you're going to get excited about. I'm giving you the opportunity to go for that because it's just kind of like dangling a little carrot and saying, keep your eyes on the prize. Keep the focus where it needs to be. Keep doing the next right thing. Okay? So why do we want you to get to district manager in the month of July? It's because there is a very big incentive coming from corporate in the month of August, but you have to be a manager to participate. And I know in my time with Arbonne, I have heard things like, really get to like a certain place because there's something awesome coming the next month. And then sometimes when the announcement is made for what's coming the next month, it actually seems a little like not as exciting as it was maybe being built up to be. And so I would kind of feel like, oh, that was kind of lame. Like, I don't know if we need to get so excited about that. But this is really exciting. And the only thing that I can tell you, because I can't tell you the details, but what I can tell you is cash. Think cash. And here's what I know. And if you're like me, or you're like most people, you probably would love a little more cash as we're finishing out summer and moving into fall. Because like in my house with 4 little people, we need new shoes, we need new lunch bags, we need new school supplies, we need new clothes, we need new uniforms. Like whether you have kids or not, this is just a time where you've probably spent more money than you normally do in these last 60 days because it's summertime and you're looking forward to August and September and you're thinking, I got to hustle it because I got to get that paycheck back up. And this is a way that you can literally go from a consultant, complete district to by the end of this month, and in August have a killer paycheck. And areas and regions and nations are going to be able to have the same thing, killer paychecks, because of this cash incentive that's coming in August. But that's all I can tell you about that. And then the last thing that I want to say in regards to closing out this month, and then you always piggyback it on starting the next month. And if you didn't watch the video that Danielle Laver that I posted of her on, I think it was 7 things to do over the next 7 days. And here's the thing I will tell you guys, you're an independent business owner. Do you have to watch every video or everything that I post? No, but everything that I post has a purpose. I'm not someone who posts things just for nonsense. I don't post things because I'm bored. I don't post things because I'm like, oh, we should just come up with something to post today. There's always purpose. There's always intention behind it. And one of the things that she said in those 7 things you can do over the next 7 days was make sure you have activity in the first 10 days of August. Why? Because most people don't book enough activity in their first 10 days and then they have to scramble the last 20 days. Okay? So we as a leadership team, this is something we've actually been talking about for a good part of the month, is we as a collective leadership team are going to be offering the entire team an incentive, and it's going to be based around bookings. Bookings meaning events. Events meaning a host and a minimum of 3 people. They can be done in person. They can be done over Zoom. They can be done on a back deck in your church, parking lot. You can do them wherever you want to do, at the ball field while kids are doing practice, at the pool. But it is where you have someone who has said, I am going to introduce you to at least 3 people. I'm going to host an event. I'm going to invite at least 3 people that you don't know, and I'm going to let you come and share the full story of Arbonne products and business. Because if you ask any leader in this team, the seasons where they saw the most growth and movement in their business, they were doing consistently events and getting in front of people. The overviews are awesome. The videos are awesome. All of those things are awesome. But in my experience, there really is nothing that replaces and helps leverage your time like getting in front of groups of people. But hear me, they don't have to be like, you don't have to go to somebody's house. You can get a handful of people on Zoom and you can demo the products to them and you can show them the products, because they can go online and order, and if they don't like it, they have 45 days to return it. That can absolutely be an event. Okay, so we're going to have a big focus on that in August. And so I want you to start making a list of 20 people that you're going to reach out to this week as you're doing your July follow-up and wrapping up July and giving your very best, and because you said you would. But you're also going to be asking 20 people if they would be willing to gather a minimum of 3 people that you don't know and let you come share with them the full story of Arbonne products and business. That's an event, okay? Because I know what's coming. I know fourth quarter. I know all of these things. And the very best thing that we can do is add a lot more people to our funnel, a lot more people to our list, a lot more people to our market. And I have found the most natural and convenient way to do that is to ask the people that we know, PCs, neighbors, friends, family, coworkers, acquaintances. Would you be willing to introduce me and have 3 or 4 friends over? And we're going to have a big incentive for them to do that. They're going to get entered to win something really big and exciting, and that all those details will come out on July 1st. Okay, so as we wrap up, I get that it's 9:30, and I don't want to belabor the point. I think you guys can hear my heart on this, but the sermon this morning was on hope. And I wanted to finish with this because there were so many things, and you guys have heard me say this before, that there's often on the nights that we have a team huddle, the morning, the sermon is always like, just something that either I need to hear or be reminded of, or I feel like I need to communicate to you all. And this morning it was on hope. And there are so many parallels between having hope in our life, but also having hope in your business and operating daily from a place, a position, a mindset of hope. Hope, you guys, in this business is what anchors Arbonne lifers. You are never going to ask somebody in Arbonne who has been a lifer, who's a top 50 income earner, and find that they are operating their business without hope. Because hope is what keeps you in the business when there isn't the immediate evidence that what you're doing is working. Hope is what anchors you when your business is moving backwards. Hope is what keeps you continuing to sponsor when the last 5 people that you sponsored quit or are not answering your phone calls anymore and they've entered the witness protection program, right? Hope is that belief that your business will get better when you give it enough time. Hope that you're going to sponsor your first ace, the first person that's going to be $1 million leg in your business. Hope that you can round that corner one more time. You guys have heard me talk about this analogy before, but you just round a corner and then you round it again, and then you round it again, and you round it again, and you keep rounding the corners of this business. That's what those 90-day cycles are. You give it 90 days, and if you are where you want to be for that particular time, that's awesome. But that, again, then what you do is you go round another 90 days. And if at the end of 90 days you're not where you want to be, then you round another 90 days. And hope is what keeps those of us that decide to make this business all that it can be, it's what keeps us in this business. Okay? And hope is the thing, the driver, that you're going to go do it again. And you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it again. I mean, I can't even tell you guys in the almost 15 years of this business how many conversations I've had with people about Arbonne, how many people I've reached out to, how many people I've sponsored, how many people I've promoted, how many people I've lost, how many people I've watched quit, how many seasons my business has gone up, and how many seasons my business has gone backwards. But if I didn't stay, more than likely none of you would be here. And you need to know that if you don't stay, more than likely all the people that have already, in my belief system, that have been designed and called to be in your business won't get the opportunity because you didn't stay, because you didn't have the hope that you've been called to this. But I know that if you are on this call, if you're a part of this team, you have been called to this business. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is to fill up your hope tank, and to fill it up to that place where you can't not go share. Because what do we talk about often in Arbonne? We are hope dealers, you guys. We are hope dealers. And if Arbonne has met some need in your life, either health or something financial or something relational or something just in a personal growth way, then you just go share that. And you offer that hope to somebody else because somebody offered it to you. I will never stop sharing Arbonne with other people because in my mind, by the grace of God, it was shared with me. And I am forever grateful for Debbie for sharing this with me, because it has given my family and I a life that would not be possible without this opportunity. And so if it was given to me as a gift, then my duty, my responsibility is to keep offering it out. And guess what? The more you do it, the more you give it away, the more it grows, and the more you get to change people's lives. But we don't change people's lives by losing hope, by just thinking about ourselves, by being discouraged. Like if you find yourself, I'm not saying you can't be honest about things, but if you find yourself like, oh, I'm just really discouraged and really bummed, you're thinking about yourself. And I'm going to tell you in love, get over yourself and go find somebody that you can serve. Go find somebody that needs 30 days to healthy living, because they're all around us. People need that program. People need these products. People need this business opportunity. Okay? So fill up with hope. Let hope be the thing that holds your feet to this business. Have hope that you are going to be far above and beyond where you thought you were going to be at the end of 2019. And work from that place, work with that conviction, work with that excitement and that joy, because it becomes so attractive to people, you guys. So attractive to people. So anyways, I love you all so much. Thank you for hopping on tonight. I'm so excited. If there's anything that I can do or your leaders can be doing for you over these next couple of days to partner with you, to be doing calls with you, strategizing, brainstorming ideas, don't hesitate to reach out. We absolutely are doing our own businesses, but we are wanting to partner with you guys on that same level, and be teaching and training you to do all the things that we are doing ourselves. So anyways, love you all so much. I will bring it back here. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or anything before we hop off? I see a little nugget who maybe either just got in the bathroom or out of the bathroom. Ashley's little one, she's so sweet. She was waving earlier. Hi. So cute. I love that our kids get to be a part of this, and whether she realizes all the awesome things she's getting poured into, or she just is getting lots of benefit, lots of awesome things. So does anybody have any comments, questions before we hop off? Nope. Okay. All right. Love you guys so much. Pumped. I think we're going to do amazing things over these next 3 days. I know we are. It's going to be awesome.